Hello learners, yes, welcome you all. Great. So last session we have learned about the modern periodic table. In that we have already covered how many blocks are there in the periodic table. There are 4 blocks. Then how to write down the short tricks to write down the S block element, then P block element, D block element, F block element, in that lanthanides, actinides, how to remember it, and what are the application behind it. Based on the periodic table, we have to learn now the electronic configuration, which is very important. And today I am going to tell you about the atoms, what is meant by atoms, molecules, mixtures and their applications. So little bit the basic things about organic and inorganic chemistry. So hope you will enjoy this session. So like this video, subscribe and share with your friends and relatives as well. Right? So let's begin. I would like to share my presentation and then we'll start. So hope you can visible well. Yes, I think yes. And then I can use here. Okay, so let us learn about atoms, molecule, element and compound. So what is the basic difference in atoms, molecule, elements and compounds? So what is mean by an atom? So atom is a basic unit of matter that consists of a nucleus surrounded by electrons. It does not exist independently except noble gases. So I would like to show you actually the atom is. So see, in center you can see some positive and some neutral type of atoms are there, and there are surrounded some negatively charged species, and they are obviously electrons, right? And they are moving on three-dimensionally, um, so not a fixed path, but in two-dimensionally when we shows the atom, or then we used to write down in center like this. So we used to write down the center, this is nucleus having plus charge, uh, and there will be a surrounded electron atoms, right? And we used to show this is electron like that. We used to show, but this is not in two-dimensional, we have to show like this. But in three-dimensional, just now we saw how is the position where we can find it an atom. So every atom is composed of a nucleus and one or more electron that revolves around the nucleus. So in this picture, you can see where is the nucleus, and in nucleus there is positively charged species as well as no charge species. So hope you remember what is it, right? And this is surrounded by electron. Okay, so is called as revolving electron, right? So total we can say this is the atom, and the electrons are revolving around this nucleus, right? So the nucleus is made of one or more protons and typically a similar number of neutron, right? But the exceptional is hydrogen like that. So where is the proton? Yes, this is the proton. Yes, and this is the neutron. It means the proton having positively charged and neutron will have no charge. And what about electron? Yes, so negatively charged species, which is electron. So this is all about what we have discussed is just for reminder purpose or for revision purpose. So total proton and neutrons are called nucleons. In simply way, the nucleus, but the proper word is nucleon. Right? So this is the nucleon. Over 99.94% of the atom's mass is in the nucleus. Means electron are having very less mass. Okay, so which is negligible. But you can find the mass of that atom means the nucleus of mass of that nucleus. The protons have a positively electric charge, the electrons have a negatively charge, and the neutrons have no electric charge. So, okay. So let's move further. There are few definitions of atoms as well. So electrons of an atom are attracted to the protons in an atomic nucleus by which force? Electromagnetic force. Right? There will be attraction of proton and electron to each other because of electromagnetic force. So how the particles with the same charge move apart and the particles with different charge move together. Right? So this I have tried to show you. The protons and neutrons in the nucleus are attracted to each other by a different force, the nuclear force, which is usually stronger than the electromagnetic force, repelling the positively charged protons from one another. So now we have discussed about the two forces. One is electromagnetic force, another is nuclear force. And nuclear force is usually stronger than the electromagnetic force. Now we'll move for the molecule. So what is mean by molecule? We'll see few examples. A group of atoms exist as one species having same properties as known as molecule. Group of atoms. So which can be independently exist. Example, yes. Can you try? Very good. So this is the one example. What is the name of this compound? Can you imagine? Not imagine. Can you elaborate? Okay, so there is a central metal atom having three atoms attached. So we can imagine this is carbon and three hydrogen around it. So this is called as CH3 and another CH3. So name of this compound is C2H6 or CH3CH3 means ETI. Which is this atom? Is this CH2? No. Yes, this is water molecule. Okay, so central atom is oxygen and the two which is attached to the two hydrogen atoms. This is a molecule. Then molecule will have different definition in different perspective. It distinguished from ions by their lack of electrical charge is one thing. In quantum physics, organic chemistry and biochemistry, the molecule is often used less strictly, also being applied to polyatomic ions. And in kinetic theory of gases, the term molecule is often used for any gaseous particle, regardless of its composition. Okay. So, according to these definitions, noble gas atoms are considered molecules despite being composed of a single non-bonded atom. Example, a molecule may be homonuclear, that is, it consists of atoms of a single element, like oxygen. Okay, O2. Or it may be a chemical composed of more than one element, like hydrogen and oxygen come together, there will be a molecule of water, H2O. or carbon dioxide and so. So you can imagine about the all things about the molecule. Now we will discuss about the matter. Matter means, yes, what is mean by matter? Yes, there are anything, yes. So anything that has mass and occupies space is called as matter, right? So the the physical classification of matter, there are three types actually, which they are, yes, one is solid, other is liquid, and third is gas. Yes. So here I would like to tell you, rather than three, these are the states of matter. Okay. Physical classification, we can say this is states of matter. Apart from these three states, there are another two states. So do you know this? Okay, I would like to explain. See, we will take example of solid, then liquid, and then gas. Okay, when we'll heat the solid, heat the solid, uh, heat, there will be solid get converted into liquid. What is the process? Like melting process. Okay, if we'll heat the solid liquid, what we will get? Again there is formation of gas. Now this is the interconvertible. When we'll cool the gas, there will be formation of liquid. When we'll cool the liquid, there will be the formation of solid. So I would like to tell you the story about solid, liquid and gas in state of matter. Actually, what happened, one person has decided, not he is person, but he is a researcher or he is a student of physics. He thought that if we heat the solid, what will happen? Liquid. If we heat the liquid, what will happen? Gas. What will happen if we heat the gas? Is this possible? Is this possible? We cannot imagine, right? And one person has decided, he has taken the example like N2, nitrogen. Okay, and you know, you all are chemists, nitrogen will have a triple bond. Okay, they are bonded each other with triple bond. And if we'll heat this nitrogen, there is a possibility of breaking one bond, and there will be formation of positive and negative ion. So there is ionization. Okay, and then due to the ionization of gas, there you will find the another phase, and name is plasma. So which is the fourth state of matter, which is the fourth state of matter called as plasma. And if we will again the regenerate this ionization phase, and will I will this is cooling is not a perfect word here, but for better understanding you can write down, and you will find that there will be again regeneration of gas. Okay, and the same this plasma phase you can find it in North Pole, near North Pole and near South Pole. I am fortunate that I have observed this plasma state in Russia. Okay, Russia is very close to, or this is the northern part of the world, and you can find during the evening time, time of the sunset, there will be a lot of plasma state in the surrounding, right? So you can find the beautiful colors because of the ionization of nitrogen molecule. Okay, so uh, with the help of YouTube also you can see, or you can use this the word which is aroma. Aroma is a term they use for the beautiful colors in the sky, but which is actually the plasma state. Okay, which is the fourth state of matter. Then I think which is the fifth state of matter, guys? Yes, this thing you have to think really different, because now you will become a chemist in very soon. So see, the solid is heated to get liquid, liquid when will heated the gas, gas heated the plasma, plasma when will cool you will get the gas, gas when will cool you will get the liquid, when will liquid cool you will get the solid. Yes, and now here is the phase. If we will the cool the solid, there will be another state of matter. Is this possible? Yes, and the story is this: the student, he was very young, and he is from India. Believe me, he was from India, and he has thought about this in even 1920, right? And he decided, and he uh, tell the same concept to his friends, and they denied. Hey, what are you saying? हाँ? कुछ भी बात करता है, सॉलिड को कूल करने के बाद ऐसे थोड़ी मिलेगा। हाँ, स्टेट ऑफ मैटर ऐसे कुछ बदल सकता है क्या? मतलब कुछ भी इमेजिन कर रहे हैं. So he has asked the same thing to his teachers. Teachers also denied. Okay, and he really surprised. He demoralized at that time, and he has written a letter about this thought process to the Albert Einstein at that time, during 1920. And Albert Einstein has really surprised to see the letter coming from the Indian boy, and he has did the experiment on solid. Actually, he has taken the copper. Okay, and they have cooled, I think nearby minus 200 degrees centigrade or more than that, right? And surprisingly, he found there will be the state, right? So I think that was in 1920 or 21. That time it was fourth state actually, but Einstein has written note on it, and only he has told, because Einstein, if we thought about the Einstein, he was very famous. He was too clever, but people, those who are in scientific community, was not accepting his ideology, his everything, whatever he used to say about theory of relativity and so thing. Okay, so Einstein has not published this work. Okay, at that time, and time has gone, uh, and in 1990, right after, I would say, after 70 years, the people, those who are after the death of Einstein and after the death of that boy, the Indian boy, uh, two Americans were working on the Einstein's diary or notes of Einstein, and they were searching what Einstein has written in 19th century, or uh, that time, okay, that decade, from 1900 to 1920, in between that 20 years. And they found that Indian guys has written a letter about the state of matter of solid, there is possibility of when we will cool the solid, you will find the another state. And whatever experiment Einstein has done at that time, they have written there. And these American guys, they did the experiment, same experiment on that, and surprisingly they found the fifth state of matter. And I think in 1995 or before 2000, uh, they got a Nobel Prize on fifth state of matter. Who? So both American guys, right? But the surprisingly or good thing is that they have given the name for the fifth state is the person who has did the experiment, which is Einstein, and the person who has written the letter. He was Indian born at that time, right? So they have given the name of the this state is I think Bose-Einstein condensate state. Both Bose-Einstein condensate state, which is the fifth state of matter. So believe me, guys. So there are four fifth state of matter: solid, liquid, gas, then plasma, and Bose-Einstein condensate state. Right? So hope you can imagine this, and you will thought in this, right? And now someone has written on the sixth state of matter as well. So try to find out the which is the sixth state of matter, right? So whatever remaining part is there, we will see in the next session. So thank you. Please subscribe this video. Yes, you will. Hope you have already subscribed and share with your friends. Thank you. See you.